So tonight I'm going to be using Playnite, full screen mode, and as you can see, works really well. Now I'm connected straight to the router today. Well, I'm actually connected straight to the mesh network, which is just plugged straight into the router, and the PC itself is just connected just over there, about 10 foot away. So it's going to be interesting. I should get really decent performance today. And so here's all the games I've installed in this machine. There's a mix here of emulation and PC games. It's a 5TB external drive, so all the PC games are ironically attached to the 5TB external drive, which is a spinning disk. But it's okay. And all the games that are emulated are currently on the NVMe. I know, strange setup, but it's just how I set it up initially. I will change over time. So what I'll do is I'll just fire up fast.com and we'll check the internet speed. Give me a second. It should be pretty fast. So my internet connection is 500 megabits. 530 apparently. And we'll go down and just confirm this is pretty fast too. Yes. So this is going to be, this could be good. Once in full screen mode, you have full control. I have to say, it looks good. And you can do this on any device that you can install Playnite on, that can connect to your network, then away you go. We're going to start. So one thing I don't like about Playnite is there's not an easy way that you can kind of, well, set it up with like tabs. You can create search filter and most played and recently played by pressing the bumpers, or you can see all. And I would love it if I could tweak it that little bit more like you can on Steam Deck and create your own like playlist, your own groups of games. But it's not the end of the world. You can use the mouse support on screen, go up and you can filter. In fact, you don't have to click there to filter, I don't think. How'd you filter again? Oh yeah, here it's here. Tells you at the bottom. Press your right thumbstick and you can filter. It's actually really easy. So you can pick your library, so that's like, you know, Amazon games, EA, Epic, whatever. Or you can pick your platform, and that's what we're going to check now. So you can see here I've got Xbox 360, Switch, just trialing that. No real emulation going on there, I'm not going to show it tonight. Wii U, PC Windows, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, it's great. You can just click in and see the games that you've got in there. So we're going to try 360, because I've not really tested this. I have to admit, these are 3 games I do have on 360. I've got quite a few games on 360, but these are 3 games well actually 2 games I played. I really didn't play Gears of War 3 much, but mine was a Gears of War Special Edition. Really, it was just a standard edition Xbox that came with 2 controllers, but it was plastered with Gears of War 3 and it came with a disc for Gears of War 3. So I thought I'd install it and actually play it. Never played it much before. But Forza Horizon and PGR 3 and 4 I played a lot, as well as Grand Theft Auto, but I didn't see any point in putting that on the 360 because I've got it on PC anyway. And I really want to try PGR 4. So I tried it earlier on the standard version of Xenia, and there was loads of really bad crashing basically. And I haven't actually set this up for full screen yet. I'll just full screen it now, I think. But I did try it in Canary for a couple of seconds and it loaded up okay, so that was looking good. I've tweaked the INI file that you can for this just to get the frame rate up because it was locked to 30. And strangely I had it 4 times, because I was wound. I had 4 times upscaling, I think, and automatically turned on, and it was actually terrible. So I've dropped it down to 2 times, which is 1440p. So this looks pretty good. I mean, it's 300 plus FPS there, but this is just a cutscene. It definitely drops when you get the game going. So I had to reuse the Canary version because at this point the car would skid round and then you didn't see anything. This brings back memories. So we're still getting what we've got here, PGR on demand. Oh yeah, Donut Villa, remember that? Single player, multiplayer. What will we do? Play by myself, arcade, Gotham career, time attack or custom match. Let's start a career. Oh, I can see me losing time on this game if it works reliably. So this game, pardon me, this game's really the forerunner to Forza Horizon, isn't it? So, well, play easy. Good for beginners. Hardcore, not me. Let's just do normal. Sierra, Delta, Camaro. I'm going to use the Delta Integrale. Okay, it's dropped down to 40 odd frames for a second there, but it's now gone back up to 85. Let's see if it can stay at that. It looks brilliant. Hard to believe this is an early-ish 360 game. First place for maximum kudos. Let's see how we do. Oh, I'm dead last. I'm looking around and there's nobody behind me because I am the last guy. We've got 70, 80 FPS there. Now, this is running on my Minisforum HX80G, which has a Ryzen 5800H, I believe. Can't overclock it in any way. Oofed. And the GPU side is, well, it's got the APU, the 680M built in, which is a perfectly good little built-in APU, but garbage in this respect, because we're using the Ryzen 6600M with 8GB of GDDR6. So it's a mobile. Oh my god. A little bit stuttery there. Oh, I'm going to get... I think I'm going to come second in this race, aren't I? Yep. That's the first time I've played this game since... I don't know when this game came out, 2012, something like that. It's the last time I played it. Brilliant game. Graphically, this still stands up. See if this game is packaged up. Well, I'm going to say a legitimate emulator, but see a Microsoft-backed emulator in this game. You could sell this for £5 or something like that. £5, $5, something like that. People would pay that for the nostalgia, and it's graphically still. It's brilliant. Now on the full-size screen, you can see some of the jaggies a little bit, but on a handheld. Oh, come on, out of the way. On a handheld, 7-inch 1080p screen, this just looks stunning. Up to 94 FPS. Stuff up the inside, that's what I was always good at. I used to like this game, but I couldn't play it online because you were always against all the little kids, and it was really frustrating when they rammed you off the track. I have to admit, I'm more of a rammer these days myself, but I used to take it quite to heart, I have to admit. And I always forgot that there was a voice chat. You'd vent your frustrations and then get a warning at the end of the race, because everybody reported you. No, this is tough, this race. And it is much more arcadey racing here, it must be said. But it's designed for controller, eh, so it's... Oofed. Desperately trying to claw up some space here or some time, but failing to do so, eh. Oh. I'm not as good at this game as I remember, but I do remember fondly having a Noble M200 and absolutely obliterating all the Ferrari drivers. I also remember the Ferrari drivers were much faster off the line than the Noble, but had twin turbos and had a really, oh Jesus, a really high top speed. Which meant on the long straights you could blitz past them like they weren't moving. But on the corners they would catch you right up. Okay, seconds about all I could do there as well. Showed myself up now, eh? Show my age. Look at this though. I quite forgot that 1, I'm emulating, and 2, the emulation's happening over there and not on this little Abxylute. Look at this. Playing Xbox 360 games. And it feels like native. Oh, rolling start, okay. Slowed down too much there. I think this was one of these first games that I really played competitively online. Oh, I could do much faster on a second lap. Well, there is no second lap. It's just a time. I love it, the car's feel a little bit wobbly. Oh, it's doing so well. Oh, it's all going to pot now. Give me a couple of corners and I forget how to drive. Oh, here we go, last 10 seconds. I'm not going to win this, am I? 11 to win. Going to get 10 if I'm lucky. Oh, will I make it? Oh God, I'm not going to make it, am I? Just finished short. Ah, so hard. And if I hadn't hit that wall those 2 times out, that would have been an easy 11 checkpoints. I think this runs really well for emulation. It's not to like. I can see me now playing all these. It's just adding to my catalogue of games that I never finished previously, and I've never got around to finishing, but now I could. Now in my shed, I was thinking about, you know, wiring up the 360 out there, and because I've got the old PS3 out there, so I was thinking about sticking the Wii out there, the 360, and making it kind of the old-fashioned gaming room. But you know what? I can just play my games on this, I'm gonna. Now I have to say, can't even hear the machine that's over there. It's so quiet. Oh yes, get the integrale off the line, beast. Loses out on the... Loses out on the top end though, eh? Come on, I've got a bit of win one of these races. Look at this colour reproductions and the lighting. Got to remember, this game was a 7 gig, I think. Look at this. What games now that aren't this good and they'll take up more than 7 gig? Honestly, we need to get back to basics when it comes to programmers. There goes all that kudos from that. Stringing some corners together, eh? Really, man. Beautiful. I'm even checking to see if I'm still in it. Oh, foolishly I did there. Foolishly checked to see if I was squared up for the recording screen, but... Come on. Now I've got the performance metrics up, and I always have them up when I'm first setting up games. I'm hoping eventually I will just turn them right off. Oh yes, reeling them in. Oh yes. Oh, brilliant. Ruined that corner. Nice. So I'm talking about. Haven't played this game for what? More than 10 years? I think it'd be safe to say. Runs like a dream. Okay, I'm using the Bleeding Edge Canary version, or the... Yeah, it's the Canary version, isn't it, of Xenia, but my goodness. The people that have worked on this, I thank you. Honestly, I think the people behind Xenia should have a... Well, I know they have got a Patreon, haven't they? I might actually throw some money their way, because just for this game alone, it's worth it. Look at that, 2 wheels, beautiful. And rubbish right into the wall. Those of you that just started, I am playing Project Gotham Racing 3 on Xbox 360 emulation via Xenia Canary. Love this game. Played the hell out of it. Now the only thing that's a little bit tricky about this game, or this emulator I should say, not the game, is there's no pretty UI for changing settings. It's very much a case of you have to edit a config file. You have to kind of pay attention, because if you change something by accident, you could completely screw it up. Although, to be fair, it'll take you 2 minutes to reinstall it, because it's such a small, light emulator. It's beautiful. Needs no BIOS files or anything like that. Just works. It's great. Did I hit that? Didn't think I did. And yeah, you just have to find your ISO files or rip them from download them from a legitimate source, if there could be such a thing, or rip them from your own discs. Now I do have these games. While I don't mind emulating, I do generally tend to emulate stuff I already own. Or if it's a game that's just not available in this country, then I might rip it from online, but mostly not. Okay, no stage, let's get this done. I think maybe a screen of my PC going off there. I'm going to concentrate. I want to win this. Let's bring back such fond memories. Oops. I just remember my 360 was... It was just before they brought out the one with the HDMI plug. So I had the RCA, I think it was, wasn't it? Terrible connection. And I remember I bought an LCD television, which was absolutely terrible by modern standards, nowhere near HD quality. And I think it was a 27-inch. Oh, that was a big LCD at the time. Terrible as well. Shocking. Oh, I've totally crammed into that guy. And I bought an adapter cable on eBay, which took it to VGA. And then for sound out, I had to use a set of PC speakers on my 360. And I never had mine replaced. Never got the red, well, I did get the red ring every now and then, but fantastic. That was easy peasy. I had a 20 gig hard drive, I remember that. 20 gig hard drive. 20 gig? 20 meg? No, it must have been 20 gig. It was tiny. Yeah, that would hold about 2 or 3 games, wouldn't it? In fact, you could plug in external pen drives and hard drives, but they had to be under a certain size, I think. Or was it a 2 gig hard drive? I can't remember. What the smallest hard drive was on the 360? That's what I had. And about 4 pen drives, one plugged into every single USB. And I just remember being absolutely blown away, sitting on my sofa, leaning forward so I could see the tiny... Oh, that sounds amazing. That's a D-type. Sure is. That was so slow getting off the line. I hit like 2. One there. This is not going to go well. That's a bit better. Get the handbrake smashed. So if you've never played this game on 360, you should. If you like Forza games, you'll love this. It feels like the feels like the granddaddy of it. Which I absolutely is. Why do I keep looking behind me? Nobody's chasing me. Just want to see this car. I kind of feel bad that I keep hitting the barriers. Oh yeah, and you get kudos in this game. That was, oh my god, totally drove right past that one. No, I'm not going to hit 125, am I? Maybe restarting this. Ha! Please don't turn off your console. Brilliant. Can I try that again? No. Oh, I can change my car, can't I? Yeah, let's try that. Oh. Alright, okay. Oh, I remember somebody down the road from me. Local to my area when I was a kid had one of these in bright yellow. Beautiful. No, maybe I wasn't a kid, but I certainly wasn't old enough to drive one myself. Oh, get out of the way. It's a Mini. There's a Fiat 500, the last one, I saw that. Can I have Fiat 500? Could be a 600 actually. Haha, now another Mini. Little white one. Black roof, nice. Yeah, I thought 6 cars would have been easy. Oh my goodness. I don't have fast enough eyes to glance up and see how much time I've got left, so I keep glancing up and then panicking and then slamming into barriers. Oh, come on, 5 seconds. Can I catch this guy up? Oh, I can get him, I can get him. Yes! Oh, look at that. Just made it. This game stream tonight could just be this for the whole hour. Sorry, people. But this is just so good. I'm going to do one more race. One more race. Can't stop. Well, actually, there's 2 more races in this season, isn't there? Maybe 2 more races. I've always got this habit of looking behind me. Oh! Now, what's going on here? I had a little bit of latency there. I couldn't steer for a second. Maybe it was just me. The problem, of course, when you're doing emulators is it's difficult to tell if it's your handheld, your emulator, or your... Oh! Handheld, your emulator, or your broadband. Or your PC, I suppose. This literally is the first time I've tried this emulator. The emulator I was going to show everyone, and I was looking forward to showing everyone, was the PS3 emulator, RPCS3 I think it is, isn't it? Which I've tried it on PCs that I've... Oh my god. Terrible. This is not my best effort. I don't think there's any rewinding on this. Oh, is there? Well, you could do a restart. Sorry people, I'm doing a restart. So I test it. So no rewind when you bump into a barrier, it's full restart. I'm going to blame it on the fact that my controls didn't work at the start. I think maybe I was just wheel spinning, that was my problem. Promise, I'll finish this race, I'll save, and then I'll go try some RPCS 3 emulation. And I've got a game I want to play on that, a game that I own. Can't really say much about that, can I? That was terrible. I knew that corner was coming. This looks good. A little bit of Samsung sponsorship there, perhaps, up on the left-hand side. Oh, I need to practice my turn in. I've earned very little kudos in this race. Can't even see the cars ahead. It's what a dog's dinner I've made of this. So yeah, the game I want to play tonight on RPCS3 is Red Dead Redemption. So I don't know, it's one of these games that I bought on physical media from my local game station when they were going out of business. And I think I got it for like £1. And I thought, but I was so pleased I'd got it, because I thought this is definitely a game I'm going to enjoy playing. And I think I did the opening scene. And that was it. Embarrassingly, the opening scene. And I've played through most of the story mode in Red Dead Redemption 2, so... And I always felt like I'd cheated myself because I hadn't played the first game, so... I'm going to play it on PS3, via emulation. Okay, I think we've done enough here tonight, haven't we? Now, I think I've mapped a button, there you go. Button combo. Hello. So I think what we'll do is... File, we will exit. It should just automatically bring up. There you go. It's not instant, but it's not bad. Try some of these other games another night. What's going on here? Oh, is that because it's in not in full screen mode? No, it's in full screen mode. Ha! There we go. No. Okay, PlayStation 3. The Resistance titles as well. So I've completed... This one's totally gone blur. What's going on here? There you go. Oh, that's gone blurry again. That's not so good. Resistance I completed. What on earth is going on with the screen? It's not doing so well tonight. Okay, so that's the streaming one that's not doing so well, keeps blurring out. So Resistance I completed. I completed the PSP and the PlayStation Vita version, but I never ever got around to playing Resistance 2 or Resistance 3. And every time I've tried to emulate Resistance 2, the PC I've tried it on hasn't been strong enough. I'm really hoping this is strong enough. I'm not that confident, but Red Dead, I've not actually really tried it. I loaded it up. We're going to see it all from the start here. What's going on here? Yeah, that's going to open up. Slightly wonky. I haven't quite tweaked all my settings yet. Now, should I try and make this full screen? I'd have to do it from a menu, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. Good enough. It's a full PS3 game. Just about to be emulated here. Now, I think it will only run about 30 FPS. I don't know what the original PS3 title ran at. Probably not much faster. I'm running at 720p. In the emulator, I did set it to 1080p, but there was a little bit of graphical glitching. I think it was from the CPU side, just not quite powerful enough to emulate it all. So dropped it to 720p, runs like a dream. But as you can see, I mean, this looks absolutely spot on. So I do own a legitimate copy of this on PS3, so I don't feel guilty about emulating this tonight. Just like Project Gotham Racing 3. Yeah, I might run slow for a minute because it's compiling shaders there. But, yeah, single player, let's get on with it, except I'm not going to do Undead Nightmare because I haven't completed the main one yet, so I am going to play this through. Look at that. How good is that? Wow. Now it's down at 15 FPS there, but this is just a cutscene. Let's pop back up to 30. Let's hope the game can stick at a relatively stable 30, that would be great. I've noticed some emulators a bit quieter than others. So the 360 one was really quite loud. Now I did watch this little scene before, and regardless of what settings I used, it stuttered down to below 30 now and then, but I think this looks brilliant at 720p. This little screen, it's just lovely. I'll just put that down for a minute and just enjoy watching it. Why Rockstar haven't done a remaster on this and re-released it, I have no idea. There's probably a whole generation of you out there watching this re-recording, or this post-recorded. I know a lot of my viewers on the YouTube channel are considerably younger than myself, in the 20 bracket. You might have remembered these games when you were little kids, but if you've not played them, you probably should. I kind of feel a bit bad that I've never played it. And I'm just going to let this cutscene play through, and I'll play maybe the first sort of mission. See how we get on.
Well, I for one am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My dad kept this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
There's a little occasional bit where things are kind of popping in a little bit wonky, but this emulation, this is really good. Oh, it's compiling shaders, which I think might be causing that.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent...
I have to say though, compared to the last stream where I was out in my shed, where the internet connection can fluctuate quite a lot, I was getting stutters there, and sometimes fake inputs, inputs that weren't quite right compared to what I was doing on the joysticks, but this has been absolutely rock solid today. This is how I'll mostly play. I'll be sitting on the sofa just over there, set earphones plugged in and just enjoying this.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
So if anyone's been following the Discord channel, you see that Abxylute are, they've got a couple of new recruits. They've got Bridget, who's been pretty helpful, I have to say. I'd noticed that although I pay for a 4x64 model in white, it looked like I was going to receive a 4x32, although it's probably just a misprint. So I got in touch. Looks like that's all been resolved, so that's good news. It's been a little bit quiet on the Abxylute front from the people that are making it. But they came forward earlier today, I think it was, and said they would show some production pictures over the next few days. So that'll be pretty good to see. That's really are buying into the community and keeping everybody involved. So if we get to see some production models, that'd be fantastic. That also means they're going to be shipping them really soon. So I'm pledge number 20, I think it is. So around about 20. Or is I'm 21. Can't remember, but I'm in the 20s, early 20s. So I'll be hoping to get mine really early on, and it'll be great to compare the DVD2 with the latest model, the final production model. Now, let's see how this plays. Now I haven't actually played this yet, so this might not be great. It's dipping out at 17 FPS. Now I haven't done any tweaks at all. Up to 20 there. Now, probably has some settings I can. Oh, there's a soul in there. Yeah, I think I'll need to tweak this a little bit. I think the only thing I've done on my HX80G machine is tell the GPU to overclock. So I don't actually know if I've still got that overclock set in place. And I suppose it doesn't really need it here because it's mainly CPU side. Rockstar really know how to make a good game, eh? Good story.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New York. If you say so. I'd steer clear of Pleasant House if I were you. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
No, this is sticking around about 30, dipping down about 27, 28. It might dip more in busy places, but...
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Steve Flanders. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah. Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Who now?
Come on.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
Which one's the O button again?
Yeah, yeah. ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Just look how graphically good this game is for such an old game as well. Yeah, PS3 title. I could do with tweaking the settings just to get a little bit more FPS out of it, but we're going to do that. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'll report back how my tweaking goes. Got a trophy as well.
Time I started paying back my $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Come on.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
A little wonky bit of corruption on screen there, but hey.
It's only good when it makes things better.
Still trying to work out the keys here. I was pulling the right trigger, but I realised it's actually doing nothing.
Let's go.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Try to keep up, will you?
The FPS is tanking a bit there, dropped down to 14, which isn't great.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure. Yeah.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. That's it! Damn coyotes! Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop.
Let's go. Come on, get out there.
Yes, you got one!
Good kill.
actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Apparently my cat wants to say hello. Where am I? In this little shack here. Okay. Yes, this can't be where I'm staying, is it? There's a bed there. Perhaps it is.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Let's get this game saved. Game appears to have frozen there. Oops. Hope not. It does appear to have frozen. Okay, I think on that point I'm going to do a little bit digging into this game, see if I can tweak it a bit, get it running a little bit faster. And I'm just going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.